Alright, airbase. So there is a couple of glitches in this level that I can think of. The first one I'm going to show you is just more of a way of just tricking the game into letting you beat objectives in the wrong order, so, or at least just muddle the events of the game enough to make it weird. So just go over here, take out the stewardess and those two guys, pick up her uniform again. I'm sorry for the cursor on screen, guys. I'm recording this after the fact, so. So I'm just going to turn on all guns and all ammo, and sure, Slayer, why not? Yeah, that's another weird little thing. If you turn on all guns after you've already put in your weapons, it puts whatever you're using as the Falcon 2 silenced, and just starts you off with GoldenEye guns after you hit A. So let's pull up the RCP-120. I don't have the cloak glitch, so I've been using this as a cloaking device most of the time. Alright, so we're going to cloak, we're going to squeeze our way into this airbase. Now, usually, if you didn't have disguise on, you'd be busted, and these guys would start shooting at you, and there's no way to win the mission. So, let's just squeeze through this locked door. So, the check happens, you go through, it sees that you're through, you fulfilled that half of the objective. So, it turns out there's two halves to this objective. Obtain disguise and enter base. So, you actually need to fulfill those two things. So, you can't just go in without a disguise. I mean, you can go in without one, but it's not going to do anything for you. Now we go...
Okay, you know the way.
So we come downstairs, the airbase,
come here, girl.
see this guy. That guy doesn't really care that I just on his friend. Oh, no, he does care. Let's get our RCP-120 out because my cover is blown. Everybody wants to kill me anyways, so... So this elevator, although not active and still technically locked, is in position to be used. So, yeah, so I need to deactivate the security system. So I'm gonna go upstairs, turn that off. Ah, I would fire the civil engineer that designed this building. Okay, so security system's offline. I did that all without killing a lot of the airbase staff. So, oh no, the elevator's going away. Oh no. See, you can actually run down here, and well, it's on too much of an angle to actually let Joanna run down properly. But you can run down here. The only thing is, once you're down here, you're gonna clip through the elevator every single chance you get, and you're not gonna ever be able to get back on that height unless you have a moon gravity cheat, which I don't have. Yeah, you can race up to the top with it, but it's going to beat you. And you can't get back to the door at the top either. So. Kind of a pointless little adventure. It's just cool. It's weird that they would put the time into making this a solid surface instead of just something for show, because you're never really supposed to be able to get down here. The only time you can actually get down here is if you lure a guard onto the elevator. I'll show you in a second here. But sometimes you can do it with just normal gunfire, but a lot of the time the guards will actually just go flying. So, and they will land on that slope surface. So let's just come over here. The laser grids are also affected by the open doors cheat, so it's really difficult to get through that. We can take a look at Air Force One here. Some of it is animated, most of it isn't. So, if you look around, kind of see through the top. The bottom is solid. I don't know, I really like this room. Perfect dark. That's one thing I found they did really well, is that quite a bit of mystery and things like their scenery. Because you never really know exactly how big these rooms are. Like that hangar, for instance, everything just sort of fades to black. I understand it was just like limitations of the time, but it made it really cool, especially when I started playing this game when I was 9 years old or so. My mom hated it, but I don't know. So yeah, as I said. Alright, so Air Force One, the only thing I was able to find on this one, for what I've wondered about a very long time now, is the Skedar UFO attachment. So, Kind of weird looking, not exactly what I was expecting. You can see this with a normal Farsight, by the way. If you have the Farsight cheat, just go ahead and switch it on. When you go out here, though, the game kind of just hangs up. The only thing out here is 2 splits instead of the one that you see on the actual animation. So that door, although you can't interact with it, it never even says it's locked. It's just basically considered scenery. Does turn sideways like all these other doors that you can squeeze through. The one on the opposite side doesn't. So you can go up top here. You can squeeze through a lot of the floor openings now. There was 2 spots, I believe. There's one right under the pilot's in the crew's bed cabin area here, where you can actually no, you can't squeeze through that one. So the one under the bed here on my left. Yeah, I already took the lights out earlier trying to squeeze through there from the bottom. So you can go up here, you can kill both pilots if you want. The ship or the plane isn't going to crash. Alright, so crash site, there isn't anything on here really that's too glitchy aside from my computer not being able to render the sky properly. So over here, there's this huge gorge that I've always wondered about when I was younger, so I'm going to come back to that though. Another thing I want to show you here is just the size of this general back area. We see Elvis's crashed ship there. There is a short way of getting the president in and out of Elvis's ship just to my right there. There's a little cave you can squeeze through. He's just kind of patrolling the area. No guards have spawned here yet for some reason. I guess maybe I need to walk more in that direction. I don't know if you can tell I'm being hurt right now. That Skedar, this Scandinavian dude, and those 2, I guess, data dyna guards are shooting at me, so they eventually caught up to me. But this gorge here, it's just cool. Like, you look down here with your horizon scanner, you never really see much when you're just looking around. But coming down here, again, there isn't really much, so this is cool. Alright, this is getting increasingly hard to fly. I'm getting hurt, and the sky is just a lot to take in, so another thing I wanted to show you guys was back here, the usual cheese location. Like, you can't see it beyond through the scope of your sniper rifle there. So you got a whole bunch of garbage here. You got some lamps, table, toilet. There's the tail marking R3173B, in case anyone's curious. So we got our cheese block right there. This is not see-through or anything, so yeah. Basically, Air Force One, they put a little bit more detail into the outer surface than they did on Air Base. Yeah, usually with games, at least from this time, you'd see developers try to delete as many solid surfaces as possible, but even back here, like, they didn't really do that. They left a bit everywhere. So now we're looping back inside of Air Force One. There's not much here, kind of ground appearing out of nowhere. Let's just fly this towards the cockpit.